Welcome to our video tutorial on how to simplify radical expressions. Specifically in this video, we're going to add and subtract radical expressions. Take note that laws of radicals are used to simplify radical expressions. Kaya naman, I strongly suggest na panoorin niyo muna yung ating video tutorial on how the laws of radicals are derived para mas maintindihan natin kung paano sila gamitin. Ito sila, 5. Rule number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. A radical expression is in simplified form when there are no perfect nth powers as factors of the radicand, there are no fractions inside the radical, and there are no radicals in a denominator. Let's get started. Simplify the radical expressions below. First question, the square root of 81. Dahil ang laging magiging problems na ma-encounter natin dito ay puro mga square roots, I suggest na i-memorize nyo yung mga perfect square numbers and their square roots. Say, the square root of 1 is 1, the square root of 4 is 2, the square root of 9 is 3, the square root of 16 is 4, the square root of 25 is 5, and so on. Ngayon, kung hindi naman, okay lang din, pero you have to ask yourself from time to time. Say, anong number ang pag minultiply mo sa sarili, lalabas 81? Answer, 9. Kaya ang final answer dito ay 9. And ganun lang kasimple. Ngayon, ito kasi common mistake ng ibang estudyante, akala nila, porket yung 9 ay perfect square number, kailangan may radical sign pa dyan. No, hindi dapat yon. Kasi nga, kaya nga naging 9 yan, di ba? Kasi pinarform mo yung operation na radical. Operation din yon. Next item, 4, the square root of 49. Wag nyo, hayaan nyo lang yung 4 kasi ang ibig sabihin lang yan ay 4 times ng square root ng 49. Kaya unahin natin yung 4, nakaabang siya. Tapos multiply mo siya sa square root ng 49. Answer, 7. Dahil ito ay pwede bang masimplify, you proceed. 4 times 7 is 28. At yan na ang ating final answer. Next item, the 5, the square root of x to the 6. Sir, may variable po. Don't worry, mas madali nga yung mga yan. This means 5 times anong square root ng x to the 6. Paano ba mag-deal sa mga variables na yan? Kumpahin mo yung variable x, tapos yung exponent, yung 6, i-divide mo ng index. Di ba ang index dito ay 2? What is 6 divided by 2? 3. Kaya may 3 ka dito. And that's it. Tapos simplify mo lang yan. 5 times x cubed is 5x cubed. Tanggalin mo lang yung grouping symbol. And you are done. Kaya ganun lang kasimple ang mga variables. Fourth example, papaano naman kapag yung exponent ng variable na radicand natin ay hindi divisible by the index tulad dito, the square root of x to the 9th power. Ang gagawin mo dyan, i-breakdown mo muna yung x to the 9th power. Kaya naman, kukopihin muna natin yung radical sign na the square root of. Ngayon, ask yourself, yung index dito ay 2. Anong multiple ng 2 ang pinakamalapit pero mas mababa sa 9? Ano ba yung mga multiples ng 2? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Ang pinakamalapit at mas mababa ay 8. Diba? Kaya magiging x to the 8 yan times, ilan yung kulang? 1. Kaya ito ay x to the first power or simply x na lang. Diba 8 plus 1 is 9? Ayan na. So yung unang factor ay perfect square na. Pwede na siyang lumabas. Anong square root ng x to the 8th power? Kopyahin yung x, tapos yung 8, divide ng 2 na index, that's 4. Tapos yung pangalawang factor, hindi siya pwedeng lumabas, kaya may iwan siya sa loob. May iwan, x to the 4th, the square root of x. Take note na dapat yung final answer nyo, yung exponent niya ay mas mababa dun sa index. Di ba exponent niyan 1, ito 2. Kaya yan na ang tamang sagot. Next example. Ayan, the cube root of m to the 17th power. Same process. Dahil yung 17 na hindi divisible by 3, i-breakdown muna natin yung m to the 17th power. Kopyahin muna natin yung the cube root of. Ayan. Same question. Anong multiple ng 3 ang pinakamalapit pero mas mababa sa 17? We have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. O, pinakamalapit at mas mababa sa 17 ay 15. Kaya ito ay magiging m to the 15th power times, ilan yung kulang? 2. Ayan. Yung unang factor, pwede nang lumabas. The cube root of m to the 15th is copy m. Tapos 15 divided by 3 is 5. Kaya ito ay m to the 5th power. May iwan yung m squared sa loob ng cube root of, okay? Ng radical sign. Kaya yan magiging the cube root of m squared. Final answer, m to the 5th, the cube root of m squared. Ayan, mas mababa yung exponent ng radicand natin kumpara dun sa index. And that's final. Sixth example, ayan, medyo marami sila, pero same process pa rin yan. The fifth root of p to the 10th, q to the 7th, r to the 4th. Dahil yung unang factor na p to the 10th ay divisible naman by 5, hindi mo na kailangan gawin yung unang ginawa natin dahil automatic na lalabas yan mamaya. Pero yung pangalawang factor not divisible by 5. Kaya gawin natin, i-rewrite muna natin lahat yan, except yung q to the 7th. Kaya kopyahin muna natin the fifth root of p to the 10th. Itong q to the 7th ay hindi divisible by 5, di ba? Kaya magiging q to the 5th times q squared. 2 plus 5 is 7. Yung r to the 4 ay mas mababa sa 5, kaya kokopyahin lang natin yan. R to the 4th. Ngayon, pwede natin ilabas yung mga perfect 5th power na factor. Yung p to the 10, pwede lumabas yan, magiging p, 10 divided by 5 is 2. Yung pangalawang factor, q to the 5th, 5 divided by 5 is 1, kaya ito yung magiging q na lang, di ba? Q to the 1th or to the first power. Yung q squared ay may iwan sa loob, yung r to the 4th may iwan din dahil yung mga indices nila or yung mga exponents nila ay mas mababa sa index. Kaya final answer, p squared q, tapos the 5th root of, anong mga naiwan? Q squared, r to the 4th. And that's it. We have 3, the square root of 75. Ganun pa rin, yung 3 dyan, ibig sabihin yun ay 3 times ng the square root of 75. Kaya kukupihin natin yung 3 dito. Pero yung 75 ay hindi perfect square. Kaya gagawin natin ay prime factorization. Prime factorization. Ano ba yung mga factors na prime numbers? We have 2, pinakamaliit na prime number, at nag-iisang even na prime number. We have 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, etc. Ngayon, yung 75, prime factorization 3, anong prime factor number or number ang pwedeng divide sa 75 na obvious? Ayan, 5 siya, di ba? Kaya 75 divided by 5 is 15. Tapos yung 15, divisible ba siya ng prime factor na 5 ulit? Kaya 15 divided by 5 is 3. Yung 3 ay prime factor na, kaya tapos na tayo. Ano yung mga naiwan dito? Yung mga leaves. Yan ay dalawang 5, kaya yan ay yung 75 ay equal sa 5 squared times, ilang 3 yan? Isa lang, so 3. So yung prime factored form o yung prime factorization ng 75 ay 5 squared times 3. Kaya yung 75 dito, pwede mo siyang isulat na 5 squared times 3. That's it. Tapos, dahil ito ay parang variable lang kanina, pwede nang lumabas yan. Di ba? Yan ay 3. Copy mo yung 3. Yung 5 squared, lalabas yan. Magiging 5 na lang. Kasi 2 divided by 2 is 1. Okay? May iwan the square root of 3. Simplify natin to. 3 times 5 is 15. May iwan the square root of 3. And you are done. Tapos, by the way, ito pala ay kailangan sa scratch paper mo gawin. Kaya burahin na natin to. Ito, baka magamit pa natin. Next example. Ayan, magagamit ka natin kasi hindi exact na perfect square yung given na number. Kaya same process, yung lakihan natin kasi medyo malaki number. Dito ay 504. Anong number or prime factor, prime number, ang divisible, ang pwedeng i-divide sa 504? Kunin mo muna, umpisahan mo yung obvious, which is 2. Diba 2? Kasi even yan. Kaya 2. 504 divided by 2 is 252. Divisible ulit yan by 2. Kaya magiging 2. Ito, 252 divided by 2 is 126. Even pa rin, kaya pwedeng divisible by 2 pa rin yan. By 2, 63. 63 divisible by 3. 3, ito magiging 21. Yung 21 divisible ulit by 3. 21 divided by 3 is 7. Prime factor na rin to, kaya tapos na yan. Ilang 2 yan? We have 1, 2, 3. Ito ay magiging 2 cube times, ilang 3 yan? Dalawa. 3 squared. Saka isang 7. Okay? So ngayon, yung 504 dito, pwedeng isulat na 2 cube times 3 squared times 7. Ang kaso, yung index natin ay 2 lang. Kaya dapat ito, mabawasan natin, ma-breakdown pa natin. Magiging siyang 2 squared times 1. Kasi kailangan mo ay yung index saka exponent, ay yung exponent ng mga factor natin ng radicand divisible by 2. Kaya 2 squared times 2 yung 2 cube. Ito, no problem. Kaya copyhin natin yan times 3 squared. Ito rin, walang problema yan. Dahil nag-iisa lang siya. Ayan. So lahat ng divisible, lahat ng factor na may exponent na divisible by 2 ay pwede nang lumabas. Okay, came true. So 2 squared ay magiging 2 na lang paglabas. Yung 3 squared ay yung 2 hindi pwede lumabas yan kasi yung exponent niya mas mababa sa index. Yung pangatlong factor, pwede yan magiging 3 na lang. Tapos yung 7 hindi pwede. Kaya may iwan silang lahat. May iwan sa loob ay 2 times 7. Final answer natin, simplify lang natin yan. 2 times 3 is 6. Saka yung sa loob ng radical sign. 2 times 7, 14. And that's it. Ito na yung final answer natin. Ayan, fifth root naman to of 352 x to the fifth y squared. So 352 ang number natin. Obvious, divisible by 2 yan. Ito ay 352 divided by 2. That is 176. Uh, 176 divisible pa rin ng 2. 176 divided by 2 is 88. 88 divisible pa rin by 2. 44. By 2 pa rin. 2 and 22. 2 pa rin. That is 2 and 11. Yung 11 ay prime number na. So yung 352 pwedeng maging 2 to the 5th power times 11. Okay, that's it. Nagkataon na yung exponent ng prime factorization natin ay sakto sa index. Kaya no problem yan. Kopyahin muna natin yung radical sign na the fifth root. So copy natin yung 2 to the fifth times 11. Tapos x to the fifth divisible by 5 naman yan, no problem. Y squared mas mababa sa 5 kaya kukopyahin lang natin. Okay, next ilabas na yung mga factor na raised to the fifth power. Yung 2 to the fifth magiging 2 na lang yan. Yung x to the fifth magiging x lang yan kasi 5 divided by 5 is 1 na lang. Tapos may iwan na lahat sa loob ng radical sign na the fifth root of 11y squared. And nagkataon, final answer na yan. Next item is negative 2x, the cube root of 405x to the fifth y to the fourth. So same process, itong negative 2x ay coefficient, maghihintay lang siya sa labas. Mag-aabang lang siya. Ito ay the cube root. So yung 405, kunin natin ng prime factorization. 405 dapat yan. 405. Obviously, divisible by 5 yan. 405 divided by 5 is 81. And 81 divided by is divisible by, ano ba yan? Ay 3. This is 81 divided by 3, 27. 27 is divisible by 3. 27 divided by 3 is 9. 9 is 3 times 3. Kaya yung 405, pwedeng isulat na 5 times, ilang 3 yan? 1, 2, 3, 4 to the fourth power. So yung 405 dito, pwede siyang isulat na 5 times 3 to the fourth power. Ang kaso, yung 3 to the fourth, may exponent na mas mataas sa 3. Kaya breakdown natin yan. Magiging 3 cube lang. 3 cube times 3. 3 times 3 plus 1 is 4. Tapos yung 5, copyhin natin. And the variables, x to the fifth. Dapat i-breakdown natin to. Yan ay x cube times x squared. Ito naman, y cube, y. Habaan natin. Tapos ilabas na yung mga pwedeng lumabas. Itong negative 2x, i-multiply sa mga lahat ng lalabas. 3 cube is 3, x cube is x, and y cube is y when taken their square cube root. Tapos may iiwan the cube root of, multiply natin mga naiwan, yung 3 saka 5, 15 yan. Tapos ano pa? Sa mga variables, x squared y. Okay? Tapos burahin natin yan. Kung nabibilisan kayo, kaya may portion na hindi kayo naintindihan, pwede niyong balikan yung video. Next, itong negative 2x na coefficient, i-multiply natin sa mga lumabas. Magiging negative 6x squared y. Tapos copyhin lang natin yun. The cube root of 15x squared y. Okay, that's it. Next, we have the sixth root of 8. Anong rule ang pwedeng gamitin dito? We have the fifth rule, yung reducing the index to the lowest possible order. Yung 6 ay pwedeng maging 2 times 3 na index. Kaya pwedeng maging the square root of the cube root of 8 yan. O kaya naman, the cube root of the square root of 8. Alin ang pipiliin mo? Depende yon sa radicand. Kung ang radicand mo ay perfect cube, o kaya perfect square, o perfect cube, piliin mo itong una. Kung perfect square, yung pangalawa. Okay? Dahil perfect cube yan, itong unang pipiliin natin. Kaya yung the sixth root of 8, pwedeng maging the square root of the cube root of 8. Simplify natin yung pinakaloob. The cube root of 8 is 2. Kaya may iwan ay yung square root. Anong square root? Anong cube root nun? 2. And that's the final answer. Next, we have the square root of the square root of 16. Ganun pa rin, gamit ang rule number 5, yung pwedeng baliktarin to. Kasi kanina, pinaghiwalay natin. 6 is 2 times 3. Ito ay 2 times 2. Pwede maging 4 to root of 16 yan. Ngayon, anong number ang pwedeng i-multiply sa sarili ng 4 na beses lalabas 16? Answer? Okay, 2. Or alternatively, pwede mong gawin to na i-simplify mo muna yung sa loob. Yung square root of 16. Square root of 16 is 4, kaya may iwan is square root of 4. Tapos yung square root of 4, pwede bang simplify 2. Okay? Pili ka kung ano yung mas madali. Depende yan sa problem or situation. Next is the 14th question. I think this is rule number 5 or rule number 4. No, na kung saan ang sabi niya, itong the square root of 15 over the square root of 12, dahil pareho yung indices nila, pwedeng isulat na the square root of 15 over 12. Yung 15 over 12 ay pwedeng ma-simplify to 5 over 4. Kasi ang GCF nila ay 4, di ba? 3 rather. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So ngayon, yung the square root of 5 over 4, pwede nating balikan doon, ibalik doon. No? Pwede sila maghiwalay. Pwede maging square root of 5 over the square root of 4. Which in turn gives us the idea na yung denominator ay pwede nang ilabas or pwede nang i-simplify. Yung numerator, square root of 5 lang yan, pero yung denominator, 2. Okay? And that's the final answer. And that ends our presentation. Thank you.